Hello and thank you for joining Open Horn of Africa. This is our weekly program, Future Africa, and I'm Fantam Bulete hosting this program. Today we will be discussing digitalization concept in Ethiopia and digital economy 2025 strategy of Ethiopia with my guest, Gregory J Brown, AI scientist. Till the end of our program, stay with us. Gregory J Brown, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Great. As I said, we will be discussing Digital Ethiopia 2025. To just begin with, would you brief us the concept of this digitalization and why is it important?
Digitalization is important in this decade, in this century, because it is a way to monetize anything, pharmaceutical products, advertising campaigns, fashion design, fashion promotion, fashion shows, television outlets. You can have field representatives, anchors, virtually through virtual reality. Television networks have expanded their scope by having real-time cameramen. Wherever an incident happens in real time, you can get real-time coverage. Next, digitalization is vital. It's key because it's transforming education, KG through 12. In any country, KG is KG. Whether you're in Taiwan or whether you're in Ethiopia or whether you're in America, there's no discrimination. There's no prejudice. Technology is technology. There's no such thing as white technology, black technology, Chinese technology. Technology is technology. Some of the hindrances, sir, are in people's heads. They don't grasp the concept yet. They think because they live in a remote town, a rural town, a country that's been labeled third world, still they think that they have to mentally function behind what is considered the first world. That is such a misnomer. That's such a misnomer, sir. No. So digitalization bridges what was old, aka legacy systems, and leapfrogs pharmaceutical industry, hospital industry, aviation industry, automobile industry, fashion industry, media, everything, banking, finance, everything. Literally, agricultural industry, and I'll expound on that later. Sir, I'm highly educated. I know what I'm talking about. I didn't bring my energy and my education to Silicon Valley, Palo Alto, California. I brought it to Ethiopia because I want to be a part of the transformation. I want to play a pivotal role in making an impact. I know what I know, bro. And before I perish, I want to pass that knowledge on. I want to turn 20,000 KG students into millionaires in dollar terms in Ethiopia. I have an obligation to make that change come about. And Digital 2025 is a key contributor to making that change. His Excellency, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy, Parliament, whoever played a role in bringing about Digital 2025, brilliant. They know. Because my generation, when I was a toddler, when I was in KG through 6 in New York City, USA, we didn't have these resources. We didn't have these tools that allow people, sir, I say this wholeheartedly.
I see.
Someone can become a millionaire in 30 days. 30 days in any country, in any region. Wolaito Soto, Arigrat, Butajera, Benshango, Wolaita, Shashamani, Arakilo section of Addis Ababa, Lafto section. Literally, it's really happening. If for 30 days, they put their attention on artificial intelligence, teaching themselves Python, they get it. They get it. Why would you let Chinese and Indians come to Ethiopia to become millionaires and billionaires? Why are Chinese and Indians coming to Ethiopia to set up and live forever? Why are they leaving India and China coming to Ethiopia? Do they know something that you don't know? Are they more ambitious? Have they already grasped why this transformation in technology is vital? They know something. Indians leaving India to move to Ethiopia forever. Why? They're not coming here for jobs. They're coming here to create wealth. I have to preach it, and teach it until the minority or the majority of Ethiopians get it. And thank you, Dr. Abiy. Dr. Abiy gets it. And his cohorts who put together Digital 2025, they get it. They know what they're doing.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ethiopia has set Digital Ethiopia 2025 strategy, and it is also working on that. So what is the strategy all about?
The strategy is one, bridging that gap. And what do I mean by bridging that gap? If there were those who were computer illiterate, they had no knowledge. They had no knowledge of technology. They had no knowledge of programming. Number one, let me just take it back 30 years. When I was an undergraduate student in college at DeVry University in Woodbridge, New Jersey, USA, the primary coding languages, software languages were COBOL, BASIC, and Fortran. COBOL, BASIC, and Fortran. Sir, those computer languages are non-existent anymore. Fast forward, a big hype for the last 15 to 20 years, big hype was software engineers, software architects, software engineers. Now there is AI, where the coding is in the AI. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need Python. You don't need C++, C#, JavaScript. So the importance is today, I or somebody with this type of energy who wants to share it with us, I can teach young people how to become AI prompters, AI developers, artificial intelligence developers, without the need for JavaScript, advanced Python. Trust me, bro. As I said, or as I wish to say, pioneers pioneer. Somebody has to take the mantle and drive forward economies, societies, a nation, reform the Ministry of Education. So Digital 2025 is very important because Lithuania has their modus of their own Digital 2030. Singapore has their initiative. Saudi Arabia has their own initiative. Ghana has their own equivalent of their Digital 2025. Iceland has theirs. Canada, China has a vast. You have to invest in your young people. Any country, I mentioned them, Lithuania, Finland, Iceland, Canada, US. I'm not doing this just for me. This is for my posterity. This is for 125 million Ethiopians. If I can touch 125 million Ethiopians, gentrify 125 million Ethiopians, educate 125 million Ethiopians, that's my gift from God. That's my purpose that I have to serve. If that's what the master says I have to do, I'm obeying God Almighty.
So, in your opinion, how is Ethiopia working on that to implement this strategy?
My own empirical knowledge.
Sure.
Ethiopia, one, there are many key events, conferences, seminars taking place all over Ethiopia. From Bahir Dar, there are AI conferences. Skylight Hotel in Addis Ababa, there are African innovation seminars and conferences. There are educational conferences and colloquials. These conferences where you attract brain trusts from across the world to share their ideas on revolutionary technologies, advances in medicine, advances in ed tech. They're contributors to these changes. Next, Digital 2025, under His Excellency, Dr. Abiy Ahmed is making a difference. Next, Wolkite University has a strong computer science department. Addis Ababa University, Arakilo, has a strong computer science department. Addis Ababa Institute of Technology in the Miskilo section of Addis Ababa has a very strong, viable computer science department. There is a university in Mekelle University, has a very strong mathematics and computer science department. Regionally, there are contributors. How do I know all of this? This is my space. Technology is my space. I'm not a basketball player. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a neurosurgeon, although I could have been. I am an artificial intelligence expert. This is why I stay in that space through online digital subscriptions, keeping abreast on what's going on all over the world in AI, corresponding with PhDs at Wolkite University, Mekelle University, Bahir Dar University. I stay abreast. So there may be more contributions and contributors in these different regions, but they're making an impact. And who are the beneficiaries? Grade 10, grade 11s, grade 12 graduates, the Ethiopian class of 2025. The Ethiopian class of 2025, high schoolers, 12th graders, bachelor degree holders, master degree holders, and PhD holders. Ethiopia is carving its niche. It's carving its path. It's laying down bricks, and it's about to move mountains in the IT space. I'm very optimistic. Again, this is my space. This is what I know. For those who are naysayers or doubters or pessimistic, stay tuned. Stay tuned. And as I said earlier, those Indians from India, those Chinese from China, they see it. So those Ethiopians who are reluctant to get on the bandwagon, stay tuned.
Yeah, I want you to make it clear that these people are coming from China and India as well to maybe to create wealth in Ethiopia. So what potential do you see in Ethiopia that makes them wealth creator, or what is the potential investment that you can see in this AI section, or like in computer as computer scientist? What potential do you see in Ethiopia?
One, the biggest one I see, God gave us all a right and left hemisphere. He gave us all a brain. Most people, there's a statistic. I don't know, the statistics, the numbers fluctuate. They say most people do not utilize they only utilize, 7 to 10% of their brain mass in their entire lifespan, which is a little crazy to think that from the womb to the tomb, you've only tapped into less than 10% of what you're capable of. Other people, there's another theory that says, how can I maximize? How can I optimize what I have? Because again, sir, nobody has a monopoly on knowledge. Nobody has a monopoly on knowledge. We know King Solomon was the wisest man in ancient Israel. We know that. Is it because God gifted him with it? Fast forward, 2025. How can people tap into 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% of their capacity to stretch their brain, to come up with a cure for cancer, to earn $1 billion a day, to build new cities from Burkina Faso to Kaduna, Nigeria, to the greenlands of Guragi land, southern Ethiopia, to Wolega, Oromia region, Jimma. How can people become an architect without going to school for architectural design? Tap into artificial intelligence. Use the chat GPTs, use the DeepSeeks, the Quens, the Perplexities. Sir, it's there. I am telling you. I have a commitment, not just to become a billionaire and for myself and drive around Addis Ababa in a new Mercedes Benz. No. I want to see 20,000 new millionaires every quarter, every half year, and they better look like me. I'm not interested on what Chinese people have earmarked for themselves in Africa. I'm interested in gentrifying Black Africans. And I'm going to achieve my goal. I'm going to play my role. There are other contributors, Dr. Abby, Timnit Gebru. Timnit Gebru, a former Google scholar, born in Addis, PhD in the US. She's running DAIR. It's a distributed artificial intelligence research. Timnit is an Eritrean, Ethiopian-born Eritrean, born in Ethiopia, PhD. She is a genius. Redayat Abeba, born in Addis. She's a professor now at the University of California, Berkeley. Scholar 4.0. Bachelor's, master's, PhD from the US. I believe it was Cornell University or Stanford. And now she's teaching. She's a head. She's one of the heads of the computer science department, artificial intelligence department. She's an artificial intelligence researcher and expert in the US, California. Sir, your question earlier about how to play the role, Ethiopians in the diaspora, the Ethiopian PhDs in the diaspora, the Ethiopian millionaires in the diaspora are playing and will play a pivotal role, because all we need is a smartphone to communicate with each other, and we can hold courses through Zoom, through WhatsApp in real time. They can stay in California. The other thousands of software engineers, Ethiopian software engineers, artificial intelligence experts who are here now, who refuse to leave Ethiopia, their knowledge, our knowledge, we share it in Amharic, in Afar Oromo, in Tigrinya, in Guragi, any language. That is the scope of what technology can do.
How is Ethiopia's progress in digitalization sustaining economic development?
Ethiopia is making progress in the technology space first, in the obvious, in the agricultural sector. There are farmers who have been able to increase production. There are farmers, with the help of technology, can forecast bad soil, fertile soil. There are farmers who have, with the aid of computer literate, artificial intelligence scientists who are working hand in hand with them, are able to, while increasing their production, gain new clients, whether it's flour producers in Mojo, outside of Mojo. Coffee producers in Sadama, in Wolega, in Kaffa, who have been able to bring their harvest quicker, create a export grade coffee, coffee farmers, an export grade coffee that's at par with any of the top 3, 4, 5 countries that are producing coffee: Vietnam, Colombia, Uganda, Ethiopia. Ethiopia's gaining production. Production sounds like profit. When you factor in also interest rates, inflation. So technology is playing a pivotal role.
What should social sectors like education and health do to properly benefit from the country's digitalization strategy?
1, 2, 3. Tap into the vast scholars, the vast PhDs, the vast Ethiopian professionals in the diaspora. There are so many learned Ethiopians in Sweden, Norway, Germany, the US, Switzerland that have big savings. Some of them have double PhDs. Some of them are on the board of directors of major European companies. Tap into the Ethiopian diaspora. There are so many that can play a pivotal role in helping Ethiopians in Ethiopia in educational sector, agricultural sector, banking sector, to bolster Ethiopia. Secondly, let me say this openly. The Ministry of Education of Ethiopia, educational system in Ethiopia needs an uprooting. It needs a new face. It needs a new curriculum. It needs it. It must be open to change. They cannot forget what Lee Kuan did for Singapore 35, 38, 40 years ago. Please, the Ministry of Education of Ethiopia, you have a pivotal role in modifying, in playing a key role in transforming the young people in Ethiopia. Reach out to me. I'm open to working, forming strategic alliances, building partnerships through MOUs with Ethiopian Ministry of Innovation, Ethiopia's Minister of Education, Ethiopia's Minister of Labor and Skills. It's here. It's here. Let's work together. If you care about Ethiopians like I do, and I know you do, please don't take that out of context. If I need to say, pardon me for the way that may have come out, let us together bring about this change for the next generations. The pregnant woman, the orphans in Ethiopia. They're orphans today. Tomorrow, they're scientists, neurosurgeons, cardiologists, nephrologists, bankers, bond traders, currency traders on the Ethiopian Stock Exchange. God did not leave out orphans. Some lame father left his child. Some dad lost his life in an accident and left a widow behind. Let's reach back and take care of these young children, these orphans. Again, sir, think about baby Jesus in the manger. Jesus of Nazareth in the manger. Sir, if you want to put it in that context, let us reach out. Every single orphan, I don't care their background, it was through a rape, it was through a misguided teen pregnancy, whether it was from a man who passed away, whether it was from some lame guy who left 10 pregnancies with 10 women. Let's help the children. The children are innocent. They didn't ask to be brought here. Let's help them.
Do you believe Ethiopia is doing enough in creating a favorable digital ecosystem?
With all due respect, my answer, sir, is yes. But Ethiopia is not complacent because there are youth who are playing a pivotal role. There are young entrepreneurs playing a role. There are young inventors in Ethiopia looking for nominal means of venture capital so that they can push their X, their Tesla, their Microsoft, their Perplexity from concept to the market. Sir, I know what I'm talking about because teaching in Mekelle, having taught in Hosanna, Hawassa, all throughout Addis Ababa, they confide in Mr. Brown and they tell me what shortcomings there are. So yes, what's at face value may not look like it's enough. They have youth in this country, Ethiopian youth, that are about to move mountains. They're about to move mountains. Some of them, I'm going to show them, or some of them have realized they don't need venture capital because venture capitalists are pariahs. They play on someone's ideas, take an over 51% share control in the company, meaning they have the rights on the board with the voting shares, and then they move and maneuver how the company is run. That's never going to happen with me. Never. Never. I'm a proud African. There's no venture capital that's ever going to pimp me. I spent 7 years putting my company together, A to Z. I got the money. I have the knowledge. I have God, the biggest venture capitalist in the world. God. So, answering your question in short, one, young people in cahoots with or in tandem with Dr. Abiy Ahmed, with Digital 2025, with Addis Ababa Institute of Technology, with many other outside sources that we do not know, that are just waiting for more positive news to come out of Ethiopia. And then, like the Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, it's going to be a flood. It's going to be a flood of Ethiopian PhDs coming back to Ethiopia. There's going to be a flood of foreign direct investment capital coming to Ethiopia. There's going to be a flood of IPOs sprucing on the Ethiopian Stock Exchange through the Ethiopian Capital Authorities market. Ethiopian Capital Market Authority, excuse me, sir. There's going to be a flood of Black African Americans waiting on my example to follow suit on my example. Wait, bro, I'm bringing in NBA basketball players. I'm bringing Mike Tyson. I'm bringing in American football, not soccer. Black American football players, Black American professional baseball players, millionaires from Wall Street on the back of Masters Factoring. They just want to see, all right, he did it. He said he was going to do it. He left New York. He left America with a one-way ticket, not to ever go back. Wow, my bro did it. We're coming. Mike Tyson is coming to Ethiopia on my strength. Brownsville, Brooklyn is coming to Ethiopia.
Gregory J Brown, thank you very much for your time and for coming to our studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Dear viewers, you have been watching our weekly program Future Africa on your favorite media channel, OBN Horn of Africa. Thank you very much for watching this program and stay safe.